Here is my review of heat logs. This is a UK based review. Basically, I bought some last year, tried them, thought they were fairly okay. Just a little bit different to real logs. But ultimately, when they get going, they burn for quite some time and they seem fairly efficient. I think the moisture content of these things is less than 5%. Which on logs is hard to get anything near that, unless it's some kiln dried. So, yeah, these are the logs that I bought last year, Verdo, in packs of 6. Fairly heavy, clunky things, but easy to store in the garage, and no mess associated with logs. And also, when they burn, you get a very similar flame. The only thing that I would say was when you start using them, I would use normal logs, get the normal fire going, and then just switch over to these. If you try and get these burning with kindling, it just won't work. Particularly these ones being so dense and thick, as you can see. I can't even, with one hand, these things are like, with two hands I don't think you can break them in half. I have to put one down like that, put one on top and then push down hard. They're very, very dense. So this year I thought let's buy some different ones. I'd also experimented with the Aldi ones, and they were very similar to these. In fact, probably more like these ones which I bought off eBay from a supplier. But again, these seem to be coming out top. So I bought some of these the end of the season, and also some of these, just to see what they're like as a comparison. I ordered these and they came in paper bags, and then on inspection they're very, very crumbly, as you can see. They're not dense at all. If you look at these, I just can't crumble them up. So these look like more kind of sawdusty, not real thick fibres at all or anything like that, whereas these have got these kind of fibrous bits in them, so they bind together better and they're very compact, whereas these, I don't think they are. You might get away with using these with the kindling to get a fire going. Again, I'll be testing that later on in the year, doing a little bit of feedback, maybe some videos. So that was that one. Bit awkward as well, because if you look at the size, the comparison, you have to sort of shovel a load of these into the fire, rather than having one big thick log. By the way, these logs, if you put that in your fire, it will expand probably double to over where the wall is here. So bearing that in mind, I've got a fairly small fire, so I kind of like do that thing of putting that like that and then pushing either side to split the log in half, and then putting that in the fire. And then you just change, reload as and when the flames start to go down. If the flames have gone and you've just got like the glow and you put these on, you'll find it hard to continue the fire. So it's just a little bit of getting used to it, really, a bit of technique. Moving on to these ones. Now, yeah, like I said earlier, these are similar to the Aldi heat logs. Maybe the same, but again, it's a bit weird on these. You can see rings of compression. You see that, like the rings. So really, these things seem to break up where the rings are. These are very similar to the Verdo logs, but again, quality is just slightly under. These are slightly under the Verdos. It's not as crumbly, it's got the fibrous texture, but they flake quite easily. I have burnt these, and yeah, they're not too bad, but I think I've also tried hotties and they weren't that good. They're supposed to be the best kind of thing, but I didn't find them the best. So really, I would suggest the Verdos. There's a shop that sells them, or shops sell them for about £2.79. If you Google it, just Google Verdo heat logs. You can even go to Verdo's address, but yeah, if you kind of Google Verdo heat logs, it'll come up with the supplier. I think it's Home Bargain, something like that maybe. They offer, you can buy them in packs and they're like £2.79, or you can like order a pallet of, I don't know, I can't remember how many packs, 500 or something, 500 logs, but have a look, see what you think. This is just my own experience really on these things. If you've got any questions, yeah, ask me.